Yo guys, what's going on? Monday to 6 here, back with the 2004 Toyota Sequoia, and today we partnered with Skid Row Off-Road. Today we're going to be installing their transmission skid plate paired with their CAT anti-theft plates. Should be a super simple install. Hope you guys enjoy. This is the third and final video of how to protect your catalytic converters. This is the best option here if you want ultimate protection from thieves stealing your cats. Go ahead and purchase this skid plate and cat protectors from Skid Row Off-Road. Everything you see here will be down in the description below. The skid plate and cat protectors are made from 3/16 steel. They are powder coated with a semi-gloss finish, and they also come with zinc plated hardware. Here we are in the back of the Sequoia. Let's go ahead and just take a look at our kit content here. We have a left hand and right hand catalytic converter plate, and in the middle we have our transmission skid plate. And over here we have all the hardware to mount the plates and the transmission skid plate up. It's all zinc plated, so you know it's corrosive resistant. Skid Row Off-Road was nice enough to provide this card with the QR reader on it, in case you want to look up the installs for yourself. And there it is. Let's go ahead and get these catalytic converter plates attached to the skid plate. Okay, we can go ahead and open the provided bag that has all the hardware to install these cat protector plates. Alright, got all the hardware separated for the left hand and right hand side. This is going to be the hardware stack up right here. So let's go ahead and get this cat protector plate installed. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is grab this cat plate here. You can see that it mounts to the side of this transmission skid plate, just like that. Once it's there, we'll take our piece of hardware, run it through this piece of material first, and then the transmission skid plate. Once it's through, we'll put the washer on, lock washer, and then nut. Here's a good look from the side on the hardware stack up. So it goes through this cat protector plate, through the transmission skid plate. You have your flat washer, lock washer, and then nut. Alright, let's go ahead and go get a socket. We'll tighten all these up. Okay, let's go ahead and get our ratchet on here. Tighten up this hardware. Okay, just repeat the process for all the bolts and nuts. Now that the hardware is all tight, let's go ahead to the next step underneath the Sequoia. The next step is jacking up the Sequoia to install the skid plate. We have everything here to jack up the Sequoia safely. We even have some gloves, some safety glasses. Got to practice safety while you're underneath a 6,000 pound vehicle, but we have everything here to jack the Sequoia up and install the skid plate. Let's go in here and set the e-brake on the Sequoia. Alright, let's get this block of wood for the back tire here. Make sure it doesn't roll on us. Next, let's get the jack under the frame. Start jacking it up. Okay, we have the jack stand underneath. Okay, I got the skid plate in place. It's exactly where it's going to go. I'm going to get my hardware up front. It uses some existing holes that are already there. So here's one, and here's two. I'm going to go ahead and spray these down with some PB Blaster, just so they don't seize up. Not sure if there's any dirt or anything in those holes, but just want to make sure that the hardware goes in there nice without cross-threading. As you can see, there's both bolts there. One's there, the other one's there. Got the hardware all tightened up for the front. There's number one, there's number two, and once these front ones are tight, this skid plate will pretty much hold itself up. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, let's go to the back. Let's look at those holes and see what we have to drill out to get the rear mounted up. We got those quick grips there holding up the back of the skid plate beautifully. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our drill and drill bit, and we're just going to match drill these holes on both sides. You should only have to go through this side of the cross member, because the other side, see it here, there's a hole up top, so we'll just go through one wall. Let's go ahead and drill them out. Now that we got our hole drilled, let's go ahead and grab our piece of hardware here. You can see it comes right up top, and that's where we'll put our hardware up top to tighten it. We have our hardware through. This is how we have this piece of hardware up top, just like that, so these teeth can bite into the metal. So let's go ahead, get this side tightened up. Alright, got our second hole drilled. Let's go ahead, get our hardware installed. Okay, we got all the hardware tightened up on the back of the transmission cross member. Looking good. Here's a good view of the transmission skid plate. Looks awesome. Here's the cat protection plate. Exactly what we were going for. No one will be able to get their sawzall in here to cut off the front of your cat. So you know when you go to sleep at night that your cats will be protected. Got the skid plate and catalytic converter plates all installed on the 2004 Toyota Sequoia. Thank you very much, Skid Row Off-Road, for providing that. If you want to know where to purchase them, there will be a link down in the description. And as always, guys, appreciate you. Monday 86, out.